Yo everyone, this video is going to be about who I believe to be the best fighter in their respective divisions that is not the current champion. The picks that I make are based on many factors such as their current resume, fight record, well-roundedness, and how well I believe the fighter would do against the rest of the ranked fighters in the division currently. So without further ado, let's jump right into the flyweight division with Tatsuro Taira. Tatsuro Taira, he's young, he's an undefeated prospect who's currently ranked 5th in the division. He has showcased some of the highest level of grappling that we've seen in the division so far, apart from Pantoja himself. I think I may have edged it to Steve Erceg if Steve just hadn't lost to Kai Kara France recently, but it still was close. Taira has improved his stand-up a lot, and I think he's going to be a problem for the division for someone who's only 24 years old. I guarantee this guy's a future champion in the making, and he's someone who I believe is the best in the division apart from the current champion, with honorable mentions being Steve Erceg and Asu Almabayev. For the Bantamweight division, we have Umar Nurmagomedov. I think after beating Sandhagen so clearly, Umar is the clearest pick for the best fighter, excluding the champion. But I do think that I would pick Umar in a fight against Merab right now, since it is a stylistically bad matchup for the champ. He's the most well-rounded fighter in the division, in my opinion. He's probably the strongest wrestler, grappler in the division currently, and he's a young, undefeated prospect again from Dagestan who has looked incredible in his recent outings. I still do think that apart from Umar, the honorable mentions do deserve to be Sean O'Malley and Peter Yan. I think both of those guys are probably the best in the division apart from Umar. Moving on to the featherweight division, Max Blessed Holloway. It's hard to argue against Max being the best in the division. He's beaten pretty much everyone other than Volkanovski himself. He's got a fantastic boxing-based fighting style with great takedown defense. Not to mention, he has a granite chin as well. He does fight Ilya next as well, which a lot of people are picking him to win too. And people seem to forget that this guy was the ruler of the featherweight division and was in talks to be the greatest featherweight of all time after defeating Jose Aldo twice. The man is no joke. I put Diego Lopez and Alexander Volkanovski in the honorable mentions. It was close between Volk and Max in here, but it is who I believe would do the best against the rest of the division and the current champion. And since Volk just lost to the current champion, it is hard to see him overcome that obstacle. Moving on to the lightweight division, we have Arman Tsarukyan. I think after KOing Beneil Dariush and then beating Charles Oliveira, he has cemented himself as the top contender of the division. He has fought the champ previously when he was 22 years old and was already showcasing some high-level grappling even back then in that matchup. One of the most well-rounded fighters in the division, along with Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira. Arman still is only 27 years old and is already showcasing characteristics of a future champion. I think honorable mentions include Charles Oliveira himself, since he's beaten the top contenders of the division, and I'm going to include Max Holloway because I believe that if Max stays up in the lightweight division, he could have a lot of success, especially after his outing with Justin Gaethje. Amazing fight, of course. Anyways, we move on to the welterweight division. Shavkat Nomad Rakhmonov. The man has a perfect record currently, 18 wins, 18 finishes with 9 first-round finishes. The man is dangerous everywhere and is always non-stop looking for the finish no matter where he is in the fight. He was the first man to submit Wonderboy Thompson and Jeff Neal in the UFC. He's a stylistically bad matchup for anyone in the welterweight division in its current state. The man is no joke. A lot of people see Shavkat as an uncrowned champion at this current time. I'm going to put in the honorable mentions Jack Della Maddalena and Leon Rocky Edwards. I truly believe Jack Della Maddalena is one of those top guys, almost in line with Shavkat himself, and I would like to see those fight in the future. We move up to the middleweight division. Robert the Reaper Whittaker. The man has beaten the who's who of the division and has only lost to the current champion and Israel Adesanya. Bobby Knuckles is a fantastic all-arounder, but truly shines in his stand-up. Arguably, he should have been champion again after his second fight with Israel Adesanya, and I truly believe he does and would do the most damage to the division out of any fighter, and he already pretty much has if you look at his resume. Still the man in his prime, only 33 years old, and he's still finishing prospects like Ikram Aliskerov in the first round. Honorable mentions, I'm sure people would be curious. I have put Sean Strickland in there, and I have put Caio Baralho as well, just because I believe those two would do the most damage against the rest of the middleweight division. We move up to the light heavyweight division, Magomed Ankalaev. I think it's pretty clear that a lot of people already perceive Ankalaev as someone that would beat Alex Pereira. I personally don't think he would, by the way. The man is dangerous though. 11 wins by knockout and 6 first round finishes. One of the most well-rounded light heavyweights that we have in the UFC. He's got fantastic stand-up with a great wrestling grappling base. He has only lost by a last-minute submission to Paul Craig, which is nothing to be ashamed about either. And Magomed Ankalaev is definitely next for the title shot after his next fight. It'd be great to finally see him versus the champion. Honorable mentions for the light heavyweight division are Nikita Krylov and Jan Blachowicz. Him and Ankalaev, of course, had their close bout that ended in a draw, so he definitely deserves to be in the honorable mentions. We move up to the heavyweight division. Tom, the real champ, Aspinall. At this point, this man is the real champion of the heavyweight division. I was actually thinking about putting John Jones in here and not even including Aspinall, because that's how much I believe Aspinall is the real champ of the heavyweight division. He smoked 5 of the top 5 heavyweights inside of the first round. He literally has defended his interim belt before John Jones defended his actual belt. This guy is non-stop calling out John Jones to fight, and John has been ducking this man for a while. I don't know anyone who would really want to justify not seeing Tom Aspinall fight John Jones over John Jones fighting Stipe Miocic at this current time. It really is a shame that we might never see that fight. The honorable mentions for the heavyweight division were Alexander Volkov and Cyril Gane, but I don't think either would beat Tom Aspinall, as Alexander Volkov has already lost to Tom Aspinall before, and I don't see Cyril Gane withstanding the grappling of Tom Aspinall. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys disagree with any of the opinions or takes I had, please put in the comments below who you think you would put as the best fighter in each division that's not the champion. I really do enjoy reading the comments, so please comment below, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.